What is new in my wardrobe for winter? Well, hello there and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Kira and I'm your resident style solutionist. I share videos on shopping for the best basics on the high street, how to build a capsule wardrobe, and lots of fun trend videos. So if that sounds good to you, then do hit subscribe because I would love to have you back for more videos. So in today's video, we are doing a roundup of what is new in my wardrobe for winter. I love shopping for the autumn winter season. It is the time of year where I tend to add to my wardrobe more. It's also the time of year where I'll invest a little bit more. I always find my coats, my boots, my bags, those are the things that I wear the most, especially in autumn winter, my cozy layers. It is really where I get the most purchase out of my wardrobe, and I know so many of you watching in Ireland or the UK or anywhere that gets pretty chilly will understand. In today's video, I have a huge mix of some gorgeous outerwear pieces. We have some really fun accessories. I've got some jewelry. I've got some gorgeous mid-range handbags and lots more. And I also have some amazing discount codes in today's video as well. Everything will be linked right down in the description below, so be sure to check that out. I'll also leave info on the sizing that I took and any of the discount codes that I have for you today as well. So without rambling on too much, let's get straight into it and I'm going to show you what I have updated my wardrobe with for winter. So we are going to kick things off with a piece of outerwear. Now this has been on my wish list for quite some time. It actually went out of stock and it is back in, so you best believe I snapped it up. This beautiful wrapped sort of high necked coat from Naked Fashion. I have a few pieces that I ordered from Naked Fashion to show you, and I actually saw this on my friend Jodie. She styled it so beautifully. It's one of those coats where I feel like you can dress it up or dress it down. Before I show you the rest of the pieces, I need to remind you that my limited time code for Naked Fashion has been reactivated. I literally used it myself to pick up some pieces that were on my wish list. My exclusive code actually works on top of the sale that they're currently having, and right now they're having 25% off, and going into Black Friday they have their best sales of the year. So definitely check out the links in the description below. I'll also leave the sizing that I took so you can see what the current discount is. Now next up, this coat is actually quite heavy, so it is hard to kind of show you on screen, but it is this absolutely beautiful cream full length oversized coat, and then it also comes with a matching scarf. I love when coats and jackets come with matching scarves. Of course, scarves and capes and those kind of big blanket scarves are a huge trend for autumn winter. I've mentioned them so many times, but getting coats that have these attached scarves is such a useful trick to basically get two in one. You can easily wear the coat on its own, or you can add the cape and just drape it over for maximum impact. I also really like the size of these they're basically like capes. Like I can't even fit in screen how big this is. So I love the way they style them because they're actually wider than your typical scarf. So even if you took this piece and wore this like even over a black turtleneck, even over a black coat, I think it looks really, really beautiful, like separately or together for maximum impact. So I went for this beautiful creamy off-white color, but this does also come in a really nice kind of beigey gray as well. But for me, I really like lighter colored coats in the winter, especially something a bit more dressy and tailored like this one. It just gives that really gorgeous elegance. It's a kind of dressier coat that I will use not just for kind of everyday. I mean, you could have a coat like this for your everyday, but I do find it perfect for like weekend lunches or events where you want to be warm and cozy but still look put together. Now the next piece I'm going to show you that I picked up from Naked is actually the turtleneck that I'm wearing right now. And if you know me, I adore roll necks and turtlenecks in the winter season. I find them so effortless chic. They are the easiest thing to chuck on. They always make everything look really seamless and put together, and they're the perfect base for underneath so many things, whether it's a blazer, a full coat, or even you're just wearing a really chunky cozy turtleneck on its own. I just love this look. I think it's so elegant. I'm wearing it now with my hair down, but I also think with kind of like a little French twist with like a chic earring. I just think roll necks and turtlenecks are so chic, and I don't know if this is going to come up on camera, but this is actually a brown colorway. It's a really, really beautiful, rich, deep brown. And would you believe I didn't have a brown turtleneck in my wardrobe, which I'm actually really surprised at. I have grays, blacks, beiges, navies, but no brown. I actually also wore it today with my watch on the outside, which I've seen people doing, and I actually think it's quite chic. Let me know what you think. I don't know, is that like a faux pas or not? I really, really like this one. And this also comes in a few different colors. I have to say, it's a really nice thickness. It's the type of thickness that it just looks quite seamless and very, very nice quality. So I feel like if you wanted a good basic turtleneck, these are some of my favorites. And if you've watched any of my winter capsule wardrobe videos, and this year's one is coming soon, you will see turtlenecks as one of my top recommendations for basics. When the weather actually does get really chilly, I live in these. I honestly have so many of them. I find a good quality one and then I buy it in multiple colors. It just makes my life so much easier. And then speaking of loving a product and buying it in multiple colors, the final item I'm going to show you from Naked is a pair of jeans. I have these in, I think this might be my 4th wash of these. These are their classic low waist loose jeans. They're such a good price, and actually right now they're currently in the offer and you can use my discount code on top of them. I went for this beautiful dark grey wash, which I don't have in my wardrobe, which is really surprising considering this type of jeans I live in. The one that I think I wear the most are my off-white pair. They are so handy for styling. If you ever see me in a pair of loose off-white jeans, it's these, and they're actually still in stock on the site, so I'll link that color below as well. I wore them so much in the summertime, also coming into autumn with all the brown suede. They just match so beautifully. If you pair them with a cream or off-white t-shirt, it's just such a gorgeous look to do in winter. So naturally I wanted to pick them up in a colorway that I didn't have. I feel like this, coming into the colder season, actually this styled with the beautiful kind of mauvey shorter jacket with the high neck that I showed you, I think would be so beautiful, actually paired with this turtleneck. It's a perfect autumn winter outfit. So moving on, I'm going to show you a few pieces of jewelry that I picked up, and the first one are actually these earrings that I just picked up from Freckle. I wanted to pick up a fun pair of silver earrings. I'm going to pop in a picture of these. They're, I think, called the Cosmic Hoops, and they have this little like diamante star detail to them, and they're just very cute. My collection of silver earrings is very small, and I've started wearing them more, especially with my stainless steel Cartier. I actually really like how they look with, I feel like honestly in the winter time when I'm a bit paler as well, but ultimately I am a mixed metal gal and I love to mix them. I have 2 other pieces that I wanted to show you. Now the first one, I've kind of customized this already, but this is so clever. This is actually a scarf pin brooch. You can add this to a blazer, you can add this to a jacket. The previous coat that I was showing you from Naked with the wrap scarf, for example, those kinds of scarves are designed to be just thrown over your shoulder and they can often slip off. So the perfect way to fix this is by getting something like this that obviously has a pin with which you can just pop in and then just have it here. Now with this style, it has this gorgeous little heart detail. You can obviously wear this on its own. However, like with all of Freckle's pieces, it's customizable. So I picked up some silver charms to add to it if you wanted to do a mixed metal style, but you could also do any gold charms. It actually comes with a beautiful clover charm and a pearl charm, but I actually removed them because I was customizing my jewelry. It's actually so clever. You can like pop them on your earrings, you can pop them really anywhere. So I think this is so clever if you're someone who, like me, loves capes, blanket scarves, or if you just like kind of brooches in general. I think it's such a bit of like personality and customization to a look. I always find it adds like a real dose of intention to an outfit when you have like an interesting chic brooch, especially if you're doing like minimal jewelry. Oh, and I have a good discount code for Freckle. I think it's 15%, which is amazing. So I'll link it in the description. But the other thing I picked up, you might think this is a very large ring, but it is not. This is a scarf ring. Have you ever heard about these things? They're so clever. I think these were really popular in like vintage jewelry styles, and I don't see as many of them around recently. So I'm going to show you. I have this vintage scarf here. I actually picked this up from a shop in Donegal. I love it. It has pheasants on it, and I'm just going to chuck this around my shoulders. And then what you do is you grab your little scarf ring and you just feed it through and then pop it up, and it immediately creates this little detail. You can have this to be kind of draped over the shoulders. You can make it a little bit tighter if you want it just to be like more of a neckerchief style. You can have it to the side. As much as I love these kind of silky scarves, I want to show you this with the cotton style scarves like this one. This is new from Suzanne and actually is really handy because I wanted to show you this in this video. These kinds of cottony scarves I love at this time of year. Even if you're wearing it kind of bunched up underneath a blazer, I find sometimes they're a lot less overstimulating than the big scarves, and they actually give you so much warmth. These are perfect to use with this scarf ring. I actually think this is so clever. I'd love to also get this in silver. So look, you just pop it up there. It's so chic. And then obviously, as I said, you can loosen it. You can kind of tie it here so it's not going to move if it's down looser, but you can have it to the side. Like, it's just so sweet. I really think accessories like these are so clever because they give you so many different styling options in one. They're almost like styling tools in themselves. So again, I'll link these below. I think they're so handy at this time of year especially. nicely. So I showed you this beautiful Cezanne scarf. It's so pretty. And then I also wanted to show you a new purchase that I'm very excited about. Cotgen is a beautiful French cashmere brand, and to say I was lusting after them for quite a long time. So I bit the bullet and I bought one of their gorgeous scarves, very similar in size to this. I cannot put my hands on it. I actually think I left it in my car. I was wearing it so much in the past week. It's beautiful. I went for one of their really neutral colors. I think it's like an off-white or vanilla color. I'll leave the exact color in the description below because they have two cream colors. I think they have a white and then they have two different off-whites. I'll link my exact one because it can be confusing, and I actually had to do a bit of research to make sure I was getting the right color, and I absolutely love it. I'll show here some photos of me wearing it. It's so soft. Obviously it's 100% cashmere, and you guys know I'm such a fan of cashmere. I just really feel like it's worth the money. It's so comfortable, it's temperature regulating, it keeps you cool and warm at the same time. It's just so good. So I'm really glad I picked up the scarf, and I'm already kind of looking at another style to add, but I will show you the exact one and I will link it below. It's so pretty. So we're kind of jumping around categories here. I have a lot of different things to show you, but next up I have the most beautiful pair of brown suede boots. I did not have a pair of suede brown knee-high boots in my wardrobe, which is quite surprising considering how much I love suede. These are by Dune and they're from their new collection, and they are absolutely gorgeous. They have this lovely little kitten heel, which is not too high at all. It's really comfortable. Gorgeous little chic point at the toe, and then they have this lovely width going up the leg. They fit really nicely. I just got these and I brought them away on a gal's trip to Mount Juliet that I went to with two of my friends. I wore them with this gorgeous cream coat. I just love them. They're so chic. Dune is actually a really great brand for leather boots, for ankle boots. Really soft, great quality, and they also do amazing bags as well. This is the brand new dynamic bag from Dune, and it is so chic. As you can see, it has this beautiful kind of shiny croc effect to the leather. It's a really deep burgundy color. I think this is listed as brown, but I would say it's a very much wine Bordeaux color. Really sturdy. It has this great strap which actually goes over the shoulder quite nicely. Great as a workwear bag, I think. I mean, it would fit the largest size laptop in here. I'm actually going to show you. It has these little pieces here which come out. You just open up these and then you have this really large chamber in here. Loads of space for iPads, laptops. A bigger chamber at the back. Again, this would fit the largest size laptop. Then it also comes with this pouch, which I think is so clever. The pouch actually clips onto the bag. I love when handbags have this, but on this side, it's beautiful brown suede. Like, that commitment to detail and quality I think is so fab. And the pouch has obviously a zipped compartment. You can put all of your kind of valuables in here. You can also detach this if you're like going out of the evening. Let's say you want to leave your big bag. If you're working and you're doing like day to night or something like that, you have your kind of flap at the front here as well as your zipped pocket, and then this obviously clips into the bag. I just think it's so clever. So you can wear it open like this for a little bit more of a nonchalant look. You can kind of see it has these accordion styles here, so if you want the bag to kind of look more spacious, you can obviously pull it out like this, have even more room, and then of course you can fold it back in on itself for a neater look. So I wore this when I was away in Cashel Palace and it was so handy. Like, you can fit absolutely everything and anything in here. You can also fold her over and wear it as a really large envelope kind of slouchy clutch, which I've spoken before about being such a big trend in handbags in general for this year. Very excited about this. It's also a fantastic price. It's under €300 for such good quality leather. I think if you were looking for a really chic work bag that not everyone has, given that this is such a new style, I think it's a good one to check out. Also, it comes in black leather, but also in the most beautiful suede. It's in like this olivey kind of taupey color, and it's absolutely divine. I was actually really torn between this one and the suede one, so I'll link that here so you can see it as well. So next up, I have another coat to show you. This one is from And Other Stories, and if you watched my big autumn winter coat roundup video, if you haven't seen it, I'll link it here on screen. All the coats I featured had a percentage of 50% or higher wool, but I was also able to find a 100% wool coat for under €250, which actually is very hard to find. I couldn't find one last year, so I was really chuffed that I found it this year. So of course I had to buy it to test it out for you guys, and it actually has just arrived. So I'm going to show it to you, and I'll show you obviously what it looks like on. This is one of And Other Stories' most popular coats. They bring it out, it seems, every year. I don't know how I didn't see this last year. I actually think it must have sold out really, really quickly. It's really clever because they have it in so many different colors. I went for this beautiful browny oaty color. It is going to come up, I think, a bit lighter on camera, but it's actually a really nice brown in person. I don't really have this color. I have a similar color, but I don't have this color in my wardrobe. It's also your classic slight balloon sleeve wrap style. I'm not doing it justice here. The Tryon is going to do all the work for me. There's no doubt in my mind that this is going to be a warm coat. I've even seen other people's reviews on like TikTok with this exact coat. So you'll see what it looks like on. I'm obviously going to road test it and update you. However, I think it's safe to say when you go for 100% wool, you are going to be warm. I think this is going to be my like deep winter, extremely cozy coat. I'm actually so excited to wear it. And then speaking of my high street roundup videos, another video that I did recently that you guys really enjoyed was the best ankle boots and knee-high boots on the high street for your capsule wardrobe. And I obviously showcased lots of really great options between leather, faux leather, from all the different shops at different price points. The thing about doing these videos is it basically just makes me shop because I end up finding really good options. So I did pick up a pair of ankle boots also from And Other Stories. Look how beautiful these are. Again, these just arrived. I have not road tested them, but these are 100% leather. Look at that point. The perfect point that tapers off into a little square. To me, these are actually a little bit Western. From the angle of the heel, even the way that it juts out a little bit, the point of the boot, and also the fact that it tapers off, these are so chic. They obviously have a zip here, a nice bit of height on the ankle. I think these are gonna look so good with my Abercrombie straight leg 90s jeans. I think these are gonna look perfect with them, with a low chunky heel for every day. And again, I've seen the girlies talk about these exact boots on TikTok and people seem to love them. So I was happy to invest. I'm always going to be the guinea pig for you guys, but these were one of the ones that came out on top in my boots roundup video. So I had to try them out for myself. I'm nothing if not a follow through kind of girl. So I hope you appreciate that. And then alongside my order of the coats and the boot, I also picked up another item I've been dying to try out for you guys, which is a 100% cashmere beanie. I've never had a cashmere beanie and I hear people rave about them so much. There's another creator I love called Emma Hill who only wears cashmere beanies in winter, which I think is just so luxurious. And actually you can find them for a pretty decent price on the high street. And Other Stories is one of the ones that was really, really recommended. This is so soft. Again, I have not worn it. This did just arrive today, but I wanted to show you straight away because I know these are going to sell out. Let's just try and put this on without destroying my hair. You know, sometimes when you wear a beanie and you feel like it's like messing up your hair and squishing your face and messing up your makeup, this is so soft on my head. It's really, really comfortable. Right, I'm going to take her off before she destroys my hair. But yeah, wow, that's really, really soft. And again, being 100% cashmere, it's going to keep you super, super cozy without overheating. This also comes in so many colors, like every color you could think of, but I actually thought this would be a really, really nice colorway with my hair. I just thought it would pop really, really nicely. When we hit the really, really cold temperatures, which I know are coming, you'll catch me in this and my coat and I will be so toasty. So next up, I wanted to show you a trench coat. Now, this isn't exactly a cold weather coat. It's obviously much lighter and this is more of like a style purchase as opposed to a keeping warm purchase. So I would definitely be layering this as we come into the colder months, but it is a beautiful funnel neck trench from Pull & Bear. This funnel neck style, I have mentioned so many times as being such a big trend for 2025. It is such a chic, and I do think quite timeless style. I think we've been seeing these high collar trenches for decades and decades. They're definitely having a moment now. But the great thing about this is most of these trench coats, if you find this style, you can easily wear it with the collar down, meaning that it's more versatile. You're not stuck having to wear it like that. So I wanted to find a version of this on the high street. I didn't want it to cost the earth, given that it is more of a style purchase as opposed to a wool coat. And I actually found this one for such a good price. This came in at, I think it was under 70 euro. I think it was maybe 60 something, which I'm really, really impressed with. It actually had two different colors. They had a really buttery light color, but I decided given that it's autumn winter, I would go for this slightly khaki-er kind of olive tone. And it's so, so nice. Now I have another coat to show you in this video. I know there's a lot of coats. It is a big roundup. And this one I actually got when I was on a trip with Sinead Curie to Cashel Palace recently. If you haven't seen it already, there actually might be a vlog of that live. They gifted us this padded quilted coat. It's so clever because you can actually remove the sleeves and turn it into a gilet. I feel like this would be so perfect for cozy weekend walks. If I'm like walking Remy out with Yosef in my little cashmere beanie. If the weather is warmer, I can zip off the sleeves and just have it as a chic gilet. It also has this really nice tie detail at the waist, which I really like. It comes in this beautiful olive color, but it also comes in a black, which I think is very, very chic. And I actually checked on the website and this jacket is currently, I think it's 50% off. The quality is fantastic. Sinead Curie is actually a gorgeous, gorgeous Irish brand. If you've never checked her out, she does the most amazing pajamas, FYI. But I just thought it was such a good offer, so I really, really wanted to show it here in case the offer is still live. I definitely will be wearing this a lot more on my kind of autumn, early winter walk. So I actually have two pairs of heels to show you, and I don't often buy heels. My thing with heels is that when I find a comfortable pair, I tend to stick to them because I just love when I know what I'm in for with a heel, so there's no surprises. I kept hearing about Mango's like mule slip-ons and that they were super comfy. They're also a really good price, so I bought two pairs. First pair I got are these patent burgundy. I haven't road tested them yet. They just arrived, but I will wear these on a night out and I will let you know. And then the other pair that I got are the matte black pair. So you can kind of see the difference. Again, you're gonna be like, Kira, that is the same shoe. To me, these are worlds apart. I can't even take myself seriously. Now, another pair of boots that I picked up, again, influenced by my own boots roundup video, is this gorgeous pair from H&M. Look at that beautiful, it's like a lizard croc, a really, really fine croc. So beautiful. Knee high, they actually come up just over the knee and then they have this like scooped top, really, really wide on the top. These are so chic on. I always say this about H&M, but they are the best for most affordable knee-high boots that are also good quality. So if you're looking for something under €100, a lot of their knee-high boots are around the 50, 60, 70 mark. I believe these were about 60. I think they might have been doing one of their members offers, which they do all the time. Again, I'll link them below and you can see they run those offers so frequently. But these were, again, I think about €60, which is such good value, I feel. And I always find with H&M's knee-high boots, they are so comfortable. I have a good few of their faux leather versions and I find them really, really comfy, and I've had some of their pairs for years, so they do stand the test of time. If you're really looking to find great boots for your capsule wardrobe, go and look at that video, it'll be linked below. But I always say this, that you don't necessarily need to go for real leather for knee-high boots. I think it's more important to do it for ankle boots, which is why the Stories boots that I bought are more expensive. They're real leather, whereas these are faux leather. So yeah, I have a lot more info on that in that video, but I'm really, really excited to wear those. I think they're going to be gorgeous with like a bare leg or a sheer tight, a little mini skirt, and then a big chunky jumper in winter. It'd be so gorgeous. So I have another pair of boots to show you, but these are very much a winter purchase, and I'm so excited to have another pair of these. These are a pair of wellies by Les Chameaux. Les Chameaux are a French Wellington boot brand. It says here since 1927, and they are honestly the Rolls Royce of wellies. They are so comfortable. The reason why is because they are so light and flexible. I couldn't get over it when I went to the Cotswolds with two of my pals. I actually have a vlog of that. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it below. We were gifted a pair of Les Chameaux wellies, and honestly, as soon as I put them on, they're just so comfortable. They retail for around the €200 mark, but honestly, if you are someone who wears wellies, if you're out in the garden, or let's say you do kind of muddy dog walks, highly recommend. So I really, really wanted to add another pair to my collection, and these red ones, like, can you cope with this beautiful burgundy color? They are just so chic, so practical, but also I could see myself styling these on the weekend. Like, I could wear these with the Sinead Curie coat, like the green wrapped coat with the red welly boots. It's just so chic for winter and like winter walks. I love them. I love them so, so much. And actually the red is really hard to get your hands on. It sells out all the time. So if it is still in stock, I will link it below and hopefully you can get your hands on them. So I'm going to finish off this video by showing you some new handbags that I picked up. These are some mid-range bags that I absolutely love. You will definitely recognize these brands. The first one I'm going to show you is by the brand LM, and it is a gorgeous French mid-range brand. These kind of styles of bags are called the boomerang bag, and it's my favorite style that they do because I feel like it's very unique. This little handle detail really, really reminds me of the vintage YSL Mombasa style, or more recently, Bottega do a bag called the sardine bag, which has a very, very similar little handle, and both both of those designers, especially the Bottega sardine bag, is so expensive. So I think this is a really gorgeous alternative. Now I have a woven version of this bag already in the smaller size, which I wear a lot in the summer, but I feel like this color for autumn winter is really, really beautiful. It has one of those kind of organic shapes. Of course, if you're stuffing it a bit more, it's going to puff out a bit more, as you can see here, but it is just so chic. I love this beigey color. It comes with feet. It has a really big chamber actually, and it also comes with a zipped interior pocket, and I haven't used this yet, but it comes with a crossbody strap which you can kind of attach here. But I think this is really beautiful. I took this with me to Mount Juliet and I wore it with this really gorgeous Aztec cardigan. It was very wintry and very, very cozy. But yeah, I think this is so, so beautiful. And then the very last thing I wanted to show you is a little party wear bag. And this is so fun. This one is by Verified, and it's almost like a bracelet style. I mean, it is a bracelet style bag. So this is designed to be worn on the arm. You can just have this on the crook of your arm, or you can hold it like this as a clutch. I think this feature is so clever. You can obviously have it like this, and then the bag kind of opens up a bit more. You can see it's just such an interesting design. It is very much a pouch style bag. It's kind of clever though, because on the inside it has this little flat pocket that you can put your cards or anything in, and then you just have your big pouch chamber here. You can wear it worn up at the top like this, but I actually prefer it off to the side. I think this is really chic, and I feel like coming into the party season, I don't like to have loads of occasion bags. I actually have a few key ones. I've got one from Demelier that I use all the time. I have a couple from Verified. They actually do my favorite occasion wear party season bags. I really love their Eclair bag. You'll definitely have seen me talk about those before. But if you wanted something very unique and quite quirky, I think this style is really cool. It actually also comes in a white kind of creamy version, which I also think is super, super cute. So there you have it, guys. That is everything that I've added to my wardrobe for winter. I know we had lots of different things in this video, but I'm definitely influenced by myself. So when I'm creating these videos on the best boots, the best coats, the best bags, I just feel like I have to pick out some pieces to road test for you guys. So I really, really hope you enjoyed watching it. As I said, I have some really, really good discount codes in today's video. Everything will be linked below. I'll also include sizing. And if you liked these roundup videos and you'd like to see more, then please do give me a thumbs up to let me know. And if you have not already, then be sure to subscribe to my channel. I post new videos every single week, and I would love to have you back for more. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next one. Bye.